Alec, welcome to the E3 2021 extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Woo!
Are
Yeah,
you
we're gonna be.
excited or what?
Oh, I am. What do we have in store? We got new consoles. What's going on?
New console,
We got new consoles. That just came out this past fall. I'm sure we have lots of really exciting things to talk about. Right?
Yeah,
Right? This
yeah.
year, I'm sure.
Honestly, one of the best E3s I've ever seen.
Honestly, that's a lie.
So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going through most of the main conferences. There's so many different things all over the place this year, but
Yeah,
but we're gonna have one video basically coming out a day this week.
Yeah, and so just running down, we're recording all these basically in one go. So, yeah, it's pretty soon after E3. So we're definitely we're ready. We got this fresh in our minds. We are not going to talk about Summer Game Fest. I don't think Zach watched it. I did, and it was great, and I really enjoyed it. I can't say the same about most of actual E3 this year, unfortunately. So, kicking things off, Ubisoft.
Super strong. Kicking off super strong. Ubisoft.
Just killing it. Just killing something.
Ubisoft Forward, as they call it, because they're very cool, and that's their
very
own
progressive.
Direct kind of thing. Oh.
Very progressive. Like Take-Two's embarrassment of a panel. I don't know if you watched that.
One.
Don't. It's really cringe. It's real bad.
Cringe.
It's real bad.
Cringe.
It's real bad.
Do you have things that stick out to you in your mind from Ubisoft's conference?
Yeah, when they talked about old games.
Well,
when they talked about Far Cry 3 and 4 and the villains from 3, 4, and 5, I guess being in some DLC for 6 or something.
Sort of action, yeah. So it's new.
I guess
it was like you are Voss, but then it's like you are all of them.
That was it. That's the only thing that stood out to me at all. Everything was like stuff we already knew about.
Ubisoft, I feel like every year for me, it's like one of those things where I'm not generally interested in their games anyway. So even what they have to show, like, it's always going to be Rainbow Six of some sort. There's going to be Just Dance,
I honestly think they're a really solid publisher. There are some games that they come out with. I'm somewhat interested in, like Assassin's Creed. I'm always like marginally interested in those games.
I still haven't played any, so I'm like.
I played the first one. That's it, really. I played the first one. I liked it.
They all look cool. It's like, oh, that one looks nice. But I mean,
and Valhalla looks great.
I have 8 games I haven't played. They all kind of look nice, though. So
Valhalla looks great. I especially love when Tarqaron, the VTuber, went around at launch and like killed a bunch of people in it, and it was adorable. She was getting she was getting.
I thought you were
going to
say I appreciate the historical aspects that they.
Oh no, the historical aspects of Valhalla were terrible. That was some of the worst historicity I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible.
Wow,
it was really bad.
How do you?
Yeah, it was like great.
You didn't play it.
No, I watched the first trailer and I saw all of the historical errors already in the first trailer, and I was like, ooh.
Well, I mean, I thought. Is it supposed to be historically accurate? I don't know.
I mean, Assassin's Creed. So some of the games have been actually pretty good, I would say. I think the more medieval period ones, those one did a better job with it. Some of the Renaissance stuff, and that's been kind of up and down since then. I think Origin and Odyssey were both pretty good. So it seems to me like the further back you go, kind of the better it is. But like, I mean, I don't know. Valhalla does take place in medieval Europe. But it's still like.
But Valhalla is not even like a real place, though, is it?
No.
We don't know for sure.
No.
So there you go.
Anyway.
We'll see.
Yeah, so they talked about that. Was one thing. They talked about Far Cry 6, which we already knew about, and they've already shown stuff about. And they basically just talked about it again.
Just Dance 2022 was there, and Todrick Hall was there.
I don't care. I think pretty sure I skipped ahead. So I actually didn't watch this one live.
Nails. Yeah,
I didn't watch this one live, and I skipped ahead at that point. I was like, "Yep, all right, don't care."
I love every E3 you can count on Just Dance being there. That's like the one.
It's thing. Even on Nintendo's conference, you can always count on Just Dance because they're like, "Man, we gotta hit that market. People love Just Dance on our consoles."
Yeah, just so you know, it's on here. So
yeah. The one thing, actually, I actually lied. The one thing that stood out to me as Nintendo stealing the show basically and being like, "Hey, Mario plus Rabbids is getting a sequel."
Mm-hmm.
And Grant Kirkhope's composing the music again, and it looks like it's really cute and fun. They're in space now. They're using like all the Mario Galaxy type stuff.
Yeah, Rabbid Luma.
It looks great. It looks really fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't played the first one. I own it. I picked it up because I was like, this is just Mario with a gun. What more? What weirder thing could you ask for? Like that Nintendo was like, yeah, that's all right.
I mean, I watched some of the gameplay of Mario plus Rabbids. It doesn't seem like my kind of game, so I feel like I probably won't be into it. But
yeah, it's like a tactics game. It's very similar to like XCOM and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not really. That's not typically my genre either, but it's Mario. I like Mario a lot, so.
I support Mario and
I support
everything he does.
I 100% support Mario. I'm a pro Mario agenda.
Yeah. So what else? I mean, whenever they show like Rainbow Six stuff, I'm like, I tune out because it's nothing to me. It's just like, okay.
It was like, whatever. It was kind of like Wayless.
It always takes up a good amount of the show, too.
Because Siege is already out. Like, they're just talking about more updates to it, I guess, or something.
Well, Rainbow Six Siege is like an ongoing thing, right? It's going to be nominated in the Game Awards for Best Ongoing Game.
Best Ongoing Game,
But then we have like Rainbow Six Extraction now, but it's like, they're all the same to me.
Yeah, kind of the same.
Some things where it's like, if I were to play a game in the series, I might be like, oh wow, I love this game. But as long as I haven't played a game, it's like, okay, I have no interest. So just keep it at a length for me.
There was like a squad based like one player FPS that I really liked on the GameCube. That was a Rainbow Six game. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember that was pretty cool. And that was about it. I just I don't care too much about Rainbow Six. I think they're neat. I really want to play those Conviction or whatever, Splinter Cell Conviction. I want to play those games. Those aren't
Tom Clancy, baby.
Yeah, there's Tom Clancy, as Mr. Caffeine would say.
So they also stopped. They took a moment to stop down in the middle of the show to show off some TV and film stuff that Ubisoft is doing as well. Like, here's Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus or whatever. I remember, like, I think the last E3 thing we did, E3 2019, they were teasing this Mythic Quest thing.
Yeah.
And it's still every trailer I see, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that I like some of the people that are in it. Like, Danny Pudi's in it, and Ashley Birch is in it, but I was just like...
Never interesting at all.
Nah, this doesn't look good, man. I'm sorry. I appreciate both of those people and their work, their body of work, but nah.
And whatever that movie is, Werewolves Within, it's like, okay, thanks Ubisoft. Thanks for that. Then they ended the show with our favorite blue characters, Avatar.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Pandora.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. I feel like it's maybe like 5 years too late, but I mean, Avatar 2 is supposed to be coming. Yeah. No, the sequel's like 10 years too late. That's still supposedly coming out next year, I think.
I have very little interest in that. Like, the movie did not really do much for me. It's one of those things where visually it was really good, but nothing else really. I
think the game looks visually pretty good.
The game.
I mean, the game. Let's be honest. I'm probably not going to pick it up unless it's like some 10 out of 10 game or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the best open world game we've ever. Like, is it going to be? Yeah. Is it open world? Is that what they're going for?
I don't even know. It was a CG. It was kind of a CG trailer. It didn't really tell us much of anything. I mean, Ubisoft is the king of CG trailers, so it didn't really tell us much of anything.
It's like, I guess that could be cool. It could be a cool world to use. So the movie doesn't really interest me, but the game could be interesting, I guess.
Yeah, it could be. But like I said, I mean, I don't know. It's got to really come out and wow me in terms of like actual gameplay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a pretty fake gamer in a lot of ththings. I'll say like I'll say like half the things I say are like, oh, they look interesting. I'll never play in my lifetime.
Well, I mean, that's what I was just saying. Like, it's like, oh, it was kind of cool, but it's like, but realistically, am I ever gonna play it? I look at my shelf and I look at games I like legitimately want to play, and there's a lot of them that I haven't. So
that's about it. They had Riders Republic. Are you interested in Riders Republic?
No.
Looks neat.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I guess.
I can ride with that.
Yeah,
that's it though for Ubisoft.
Yeah, that was it. Bunch of stuff we either already knew about or nothing all that exciting. I think that Avatar game was I think it was reported about a long time ago. I seem to remember an Avatar game being like a thing in games press for a while ago. But
just like the sequel is just like years later it comes. of dormancy.
Yeah.
All right. So what letter grade would you give Ubisoft Forward?
Like a C minus.
C minus.
It wasn't really that good. It wasn't really like, I mean, it wasn't terrible. Some of it was just, it wasn't for me. But like, honestly, like they didn't show anything all that new. Most of the stuff we already all knew about. I mean, they even said like Riders Republic, that game we showed off already. And it was like, okay. And then they like talked about like their TV projects, and it was just like flatlining. I mean, I just don't know if this is the right place to talk about that. Like, yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that shortly too, with another conference.
Well, so it's gonna get a big fat D for me.
Yeah.
Large D.
Yeah.
Which gives us a Tarqaron grade of
D plus.
D plus. Doesn't exist, but
you sure about that?
No one's ever gotten a D plus, right? Is that a thing?
I don't know. You can't get an F plus.
Yeah. I love the idea of an F plus.
Well, that's like a 0. That's like you're taking on new levels. You circled every answer.
Oh yeah, once you get into
got
F,
everyone wrong.
F plus is the lower end of F.
Yeah,
F minus is the higher end. All right, so is it D plus? That's where it would be.
I guess so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
D plus. That seems right. On average, like I feel like the best Ubisoft has done is maybe a B minus at the most.
Yeah, I think they've come out swinging a few years, but this is not one of those years. This was pretty bad.
Stay tuned. Up next, we've got Gearbox, so come back and join us for that one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. It's not going to be. I don't know if we're going to have a long video on that one. This one wasn't long either. So,
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, is there a video you recommend our viewers watch after watching?
Yeah, go check out our reaction to. I can't think of anything. I'm sorry. Did we do any reaction to some? Go check out our Nintendo Direct. Sort of talk about our Nintendo Direct, the last one that came out in 2020. Yeah, with Cole. Yeah.
All right. That's fine. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Tarqaron TWO. All right.